Si o que me vai tu a dia na sira mamenu te abesamu kono waga rere ne kwi yo ganti aplo a dia na sira kadu Sabu bushundo sazo mega ye blanco kwadi so e kawaka kama mapenyo ngokoziza Bagum ya botlana ye to dogenzi kewe Tokeino sugu kuwa koe resi Ao mamemu Budokeino sugu Lero mana we ya we so resi kewe Tokeino sugu kuwa koe resi Ao Tokeino sugu Tuma o Gone Nyera no yo kagoda boa Mawe koya mohiti wangure toke waro kombe keidu Mawe soye sikawe latu Yekwe mote wanu wagaragara mui Muso eikasu Muplaki ya mui Nyaba wakamao Hawe soye sikawe Hawa nasu wa yetu kaugu Maone wabili wagu Zo sira wabili Wakazua Mawe nyoko mao Kuna gonza sasa Ingo mume na zawagu Hapa kayu tetu metone Maka wakori netake Bonga gbebo atene Mage ya mae Sewe wapia ya wasore Tumagasi Mauga kala mui Laki ya mui Yama wakama Ana nura yetu Si o que me vai tu a dia na sira mamenu te abesamu kono waga rere ne kwi yo ganti aplo a dia na sira kadu Sabu bushundo sazo mega ye blanco kwadi so e kawaka kama mapenyo ngokoziza Bagum ya botlana ye to dogenzi kewe Tokeino sugu kuwa koe resi Ao mamemu Budokeino sugu Lero mana we ya we so resi kewe Tokeino sugu kuwa koe resi Ao Tokeino sugu Tuma o Gone Nyera no yo kagoda boa Mawe koya mohiti wangure toke waro kombe keidu Mawe soye sikawe latu Yekwe mote wanu wagaragara mui Muso eikasu Muplaki ya mui Nyaba wakamao Hawe soye sikawe Hawa nasu wa yetu kaugu Maone wabili wagu Zo sira wabili Wakazua Mawe nyoko mao Amenu Hani ana siere bagu Som Yeti Maluo Soko kunogonza sasa ingomu me na zabagu apaka yute tumetone maka wakori de toke gonga gbebo atene mode yema sewe wapia yewa sore to magasi mauga kala muni black ya muni yama wa kama ana nere yetu Maluo tuta kunogonza sasa ingomu me na zabagu apaka yute tumetone maka wakori de toke gonga gbebo atene mode yema sewe wapia yewa sore to magasi mauga kala muni black ya muni yama wa kama ana nere yetu
Good evening, folks. Samson told I brought up the radio. I want to thank all of you for listening, and we're really happy to be back again. Thank you, Mr. So, for holding up for us. Thank you, Mose. Thank you, Terry. Thank you, Dr. Miley. Thank you, Walter Carter. All of you that come on air and continue to hold Abroad Public Radio together. We all appreciate it. I want to say again, we thank all of you, all of the audience here that called in a bereavement time. Things are not quite the way they're supposed to be here, but we'll do our best. We are here as family, and we will continue to be as family. I want to thank you all. I want to thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much tonight. We appreciate it. And for some reason, we are not getting what we're supposed to get here. So what's going on here? Okay. All right. Okay. I want to thank all of you. Please share this video. Share it to as many people as possible. We're happy to be back here tonight again to discuss Liberia and everything else. As you know, many of you know, I am bereaved. Our oldest son passed, and we've been in the background trying to get things together. I want to thank all of you for your support in writings, and those of you that continue to call and express your condolences and things like that. We really do appreciate it. You know, you don't know you have friends until you get into serious issues. Then you know how friends are and who they are. And everyone are friends, and we really do appreciate it. Safety, Lord Jesus. We want to thank you again this evening. We want to thank you for the strength that you are giving us. We want to thank you for the support. All our friends that continue to support us, family members continue to support us. We say thank you, my Lord. Thank you. In this time, we ask that you continue to strengthen us. It's difficult, but with you, everything is possible. So we'll count on you again to make sure the strengthening that you continue to do for us and provide those kind of strength for us, that indeed it will continue. We ask for long life as well, my Lord. Thank you. Thank you for those of us who believe in you and know that you have the ability to do it. My Lord, guide the process. As you know, my family is going through a lot, but guide the process. With you, we are for sure. Whatever it is you want us to do, we will do. We thank you. My Lord, we're here again tonight to save those brothers and sisters that are unable to join us tonight. Bless them. Give them wisdom. Whatever it is, step in. We ask that the Republic of Liberia be blessed, that the people of the Republic of Liberia be blessed. The President of the Republic of Liberia be blessed. Touch his hand. Whatever he touches, my Lord, bless his hand. Give him long life. Whichever door he knocks in the interest of the Liberian people, that indeed the door will be open. We thank you. We thank you for the strength. We ask that the United States of America, the host country, be blessed. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. So, folks, though, thank you. Thank you. Folks, just share this video to as many people as you can tonight. We're here again. LPR, that is our home, second home. And I want to thank Mr. So again for holding up. And these are difficult time, but we will soldier through. Let's put it that way. My tabata will be a little bit subdued tonight, to be honest with you. Thank you, Clarence. Thank you very much. Thank you. The issue that I have, coming back here was not an easy task, was not an easy discussion. You heard Dr. Mali last night. It's not an easy situation. Son just died, he's still not being buried, and I'm back on air. So those people question those kinds of stuff. But what I have to say to you guys, in time like this, when you are among family members, your heart cooled off. It's not an easy thing. Just the video that I shared yesterday, to put that video up, it's like thing just happened yesterday. It was difficult. But coming back here, facing you guys, discussing issues, important issues of Liberia and things, that it's very good for all of us. A friend of mine told me one time we had a conference over there, Liberty Party conference, the Liberty Party hierarchy conference in Las Vegas. So I asked my friend, I said, why do we always do this thing here? Well, from Eula, when I came in Eula, Falabo, everything. He said, but that's what keeps us alive. Because of our connection to the country. And every one of us as Liberians believe that we can offer a lot to the country. Every one of us that are still connected, even though we're not living in Liberia, but we are truly, truly connected. The only difference is physical connection. In other words, we are not in Liberia. But emotionally, we are connected. There's nothing. The last time the land issue in Grand County, I was heavily invested. I was on and talking to people and things like that. We're connected. So by us coming here to have this discussion among ourselves about Liberia, it's very good. It's very good. It's very good. Thank you. Thank you. We are Julian. Thank you, my brother. Thank you very much. It's very good. And it's Momolu, thank you. Thank you for coming. It's very good for all of us. Now, the issue is, are they listening to us? Why can't we just stop talking when we all know they don't listen to us? They tune us off. But that's okay. That's okay. Because many of you that are watching right now have had physical and financial investment in Liberia as we speak. Many of you are still building houses in Liberia. You're connected. You're connected. And here's the thing here. Here's the thing. We all go through that. You work here in the United States. You get up in the morning and go to work. You get up at night and go to work. Whatever time it is, you go to work. But when you go to work, the work area is structured. You don't just get up and do X, Y, and Z. You are assigned to a specific task. Thank you, John. Thank you for coming. You are assigned a specific task. Victor, thank you for coming, my brother. You are assigned a specific task. Before you carry out that task, most likely you were trained by them. Whatever company you're working for, that company trains you to carry out a task the way they think that will be beneficial to the company. So from one point, everything is structure. But when you get to Liberia, just getting from the airport alone, going through the gate, you can say, my Lord, where is the structure? You got 4 or 5 people carrying your bags. Where is the structure? For you, there's no structure, but for them, it's a structure. That's how they live. We can't condemn it. The sad thing is, when I was growing up, one of the things that I know was happening in my town, Total, was they would say people leave and go to Monrovia, but when they come back, they bring behavior to improve the situation in the community. Oh, the one that coming from Quiweo. Yeah, he don't do he does things differently now. He not like all animal before he from Quiweo, he come from Montreal. But he come from Quiweo. But here, on the national stage, many of our brothers and sisters that travel all over the world have seen the structure, but when they get there, they just refuse. I'm not too sure what the disconnect is, my people. Why are we behaving the way we're behaving towards each other? You know, it's that very difficult for all of us. Some of us who've been involved in this liberal business from 19 we thinking that things will get better. Politicians come and say we will do X, Y, and Z. We follow them. They don't do those things. Why? Why? They're not that. It's not like they're naive. It's not like they are uneducated. It's not like they have no clue what's going on. But it's said because they're afraid that if they allow Liberians to be invested in their own country, whatever is happening in the country, if they allow Liberians to be part of that process, that they will condemn their behavior. Is that what it is? Are they afraid to allow Liberians to fully participate in their country affair? Are they afraid? Are they afraid? What happened to me here quite recently was an eye opener for me. What's that? You know, people come and make these stories. Oh, you go to a hospital, the people say that yeah, he's I'm a supporter of this president. And I will do everything to support him and defend. I can be as ridiculous as possible. You know me. But when things happen and they come close to you, and then you wonder, what? I believe, truly believe, there are some needless death in our country that could have been avoided. We don't do those things anymore. Well, how many times will you blame those behavior on war? The war situation is over with. Many of the folks that fought the war, they're old now. Yeah, you say, but many of them in government position and what have. Yes, I agree. But who put them there? And so, my brothers and sisters, it is very, very, very much. You know, when I started consulting family members that I was getting ready to come back on air, the question when I go to bed at night, what am I going back on air to do what now? Nothing have changed. We talk about CDC was in power. We complain The color CDC, the color you're showing us is red, but you say it's white. JMB and the people comes out. They still show the color white when we know it's blue. So what are we? What's going on with us? So for us, those of us at a certain age now, we saw the beginning of the revolution. Yes, the revolution have achieved a lot, but there's still more to be achieved. We all know that. What's going on? What is happening with Liberia? People don't have trust for one another. Look at this. Look, and I'm not going to politicize this one here. Everything that I say from my behavior is not going to be a little bit measured, to be honest with you. I'm not going to come here defend the undefensible that I used to do. I will be very careful and I'll be truthful. Not that I wasn't truthful, well, if I say I am truthful, what you do to me, nothing. But on a very serious note, not that I wasn't truthful before, but I will try my best to make sure things that I need, that are in the political realm, that I put them in together. I shouldn't take something that has nothing to do with politics, pull into politics so people will get away from it. We will try to avoid those things. Why are we going through this thing here? I'll give you an example. I'm an engineer, civil engineer, roadway designer, one of the best, and I'm not playing around. When I use that word, one of the best, I'm not playing around. Bring somebody to measure against me, then we'll know the difference. I'm not playing around. I just wonder what that white people are from Town, that white people country. I went to work the other day. Some guy thought flam flam flam. I said, you know where I come from? I'm from Town. I'm not doing nothing for you again. They started begging. God is my witness. Started begging. Oh, we're sorry. You sorry? Samson told. The reason is this, not because I'm not smart. Lofa people are the smarter people in entire Republic of, according to me. So I even come close to be smart. But when you put your hand into something, you do it and you must do it to the best of your ability. To eat well. Don't stuff yourself, but eat well. To drink water, drink well. Don't snuggle yourself, but drink well. And you will do good. So anything you do, once you decide you're going to do something, invest time in it and learn it. Because when you know it, nobody can take it from you except God. And then when you know it, people know you know your job. They don't fool around with you. It doesn't matter whether you're black or white. It doesn't matter. You know your job. People don't fool around with you much. Thank you, Aaron. Thank you. But you people must tell the Valkula tonight. Hey, that come back and say, Aaron, brother, good evening to you as well. Yeah. You see IE uniform yummy, Aaron, brother. You see any IE uniform yummy? Don't stop. But no, Aaron, thank you. Thank you. Welcome back as well. But let me say this. Okay? Let me say something to here. Liberia is our country, my people. You didn't ask God to be born in Liberia. And God did not make mistake for you to be born in Liberia. There's purpose. There's reason. When I was growing up, my mom used to say to me, I used to play drum in Town. In the entire village area, all the younger, and y'all see how handsome I am. I'm very man. Oh, you handsome. But the younger than when they ready to dance at night, they come beg me to come beat drum for them. The only rule that I have in Town, I hope she's not watching, my sister in Houston now. The only rule that I have in Town, when I'm playing drum, I don't want my sister coming to dance. That used to really, really bother her and bother my mom. Why when you play drum? I said, what do you think I'm stupid? I'm gonna play drum, my sister will be dancing. So when the girls then they want me to play, they tell my sister stay to the house. If my sister can't drop that drum, I'm going home. That was the only rule. So my mom used to tell me this. When you go among people, the people say, let me see in your hand. They ain't say, let me see in your stomach. When you're hungry, you don't go tell people, oh, my people are hungry. You can I get something from you? That's not our style. Liberian as a whole, it's not our style. There's this young lady that made music quite recently, maybe a little bit, maybe 1 month now, called Lufa Kande Oye. One of the, I'm not a musician, but I have an ear for music. Back in 1980, I believe it was maybe February or so in 1980, before the coup. There was some music that came from, I believe it's from Cameroon. When the very first time when I heard that music, I said this music will be the national anthem in Liberia. The music was just good. And for sure. I cinema lokaze, yeah. The music was very good. This music this young lady made. When you listen, I don't know, I don't understand Gisi, I don't understand Loma, none of those stuff. But just the sound, it brings tears to your eyes. And good for her, they have the interpretation. What happened, she said to Lufa. We used to be the breadwinner, the breadbasket of the entire Republic of Liberia. Why are we not doing that anymore? We're smart, we're educated. Why are we not producing food for the Liberian people to eat, to depend on us? That young lady music. Go back and listen to it. Go back and listen to it. And my mom used to say, when you go out, even if you're hungry, pretend you're not hungry, and nobody will put their mouth on you. When we come from the farm, even when we don't have it, she don't go around, can I borrow here and there? No. Whatever little she had, we eat, we go to bed. Because she would say, when you beg for somebody, the person that giving it to you, that person have control of your mood, that person have control of your emotion, that person have control of your physical being, because you need it, and you were now ready to compromise some stuff. Who are we? We're saying these things that some of us very soon will 10, 15 years, I don't know, will leave the LPR business. Some young people will come in. You know who really? You will see some young people that you see them dancing on social media, but deep inside they're making good money. Their career is still, and not even like that, going like this, 45 degree. They're doing well, but they are connected to Liberia. And as long Liberia is not improving, they are suffering inside. Why you think they come and watch me? Who am I for them to come and watch my mouth every day, run my mouth? Eh? Because they are hurting every one of us. I'm an engineer here in the United States. At this age, I'm still working. People begging me to work. Today, the supervisor king want to bring in some more project as though we don't have enough. I said, bring it on because I have the ability and I'm gonna get paid. And I ain't like, bro, well, 2, 3 months before I get paid. No, at the end of the month, money, blah 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 in my hand. So why am I every night? Why was I even telling family member my son died? I'm telling family member I want to come back. For what? For what? To come run my mouth? No. It's because we're still connected. When you beg for something, you have no control. How they give it to you, how much they give you, and what they say about you. Like I said, I'm not going to politicize this because I have looked into their process, the project itself, the overpass bridge. I looked into it. It's very good if they do it well. When the Chinese, they're still having problems. When the Chinese agreed to do that overpass bridge, few weeks ago, I told you, you know what they say in their stuff? That the Chinese will be in control from start to finish. No government interfering. They will bring whoever they want to bring to work for them, whatever they want, but nobody gonna interfere. What kinds of problem is that? We are Liberian, for Christ's sake. So if you don't have the overpass, even with the overpass, you think you're gonna eliminate the traffic in Liberia like that? The traffic in Liberia has nothing to do with the overpass. It has to do with behavior, driver behavior. It has to do with our own behavior. In the morning, the president coming and say, when everybody get off the road. Traffic. Why SKD Boulevard? Why there's traffic there all the time? When they're coming from, I don't know whether they roundabout now fix it or not, but when they're coming from EW Junction, as soon as they come in, everybody they're making their own lane behavior. If we are able to control our behavior, our traffic issue will be resolved. You can go to China and borrow them to do the overpass. As soon as that overpass is finished, Liberians start using that overpass with behavior. The driver behavior is not curtailed. It's not improved. Nothing. We the engineer, especially roadway engineer, your number one purpose is to manipulate the driver behavior. When you're driving on the highway, the lane you drive on, they're greasy. Some of you that have been here as long as I have, some road you used to drive on 10, 15 years ago, there used to be 2 lanes. They have added two more lanes. Because the area where the road is going, that area has been improved. More people going there now, coming back to the city to work. And so you have to improve the road by adding more lanes. You have to improve the situation. They say, but that's what the Chinese people are doing. Fine. But why would the Chinese tell you? You got no control. The document the Chinese gave to the Liberian government for that overpass, all written in Chinese. In Chinese. Who in Liberia can speak Chinese, can read Chinese to the engineers? You go and beg. When you go to, we don't have money. But don't you think that we have something that the Chinese people want themselves? So why are we not negotiating for us to show that we are Liberian as well? Look at what happening to the workers. They're eating right in front of the ministerial complex. They're eating in a pot. You think that Bapa here 1950 something? You think that Yeke how they call it Yeswa 1940 something? Why are we not there to you? What's going on with us? Everyone wants to make sure that they get something in return. 20 years ago, people that didn't have 1 cent, they get involved in the government. 20 years later, they're millionaires. They're millionaires. 20 years later, they're millionaires.
I love this show tonight. Real confession taking place.
Oh, who brought you in?
I love this show tonight.
Who brought you into my show?
The dishonesty gonna stop and all of that. Yeah, wow, that is quite. So you've been deceiving your people.
Will you please let me carry my show on? I didn't invite you.
Wow. I don't think Clarence David is happy with you tonight. Things
Look,
not
there is,
moving.
but no, no, no,
Things
no,
the
there's no.
color still the same.
Mr. So let me finish my point. The point here is this, folks. We have to actually, every one of us, we're going through a lot. Because you for example, you are at work right now. You want to go home from your job to your house, maybe you 45 minutes. But you're gonna be driving. Boom. You get to a stop time, you stop. Nobody coming to cross in front of you. If anybody cross in front of you, the police pull them over. Go do that same thing in Monreal. Driver behavior. It has to be influenced. The main thing I want to say here tonight, and let me bring in Mr. So, who's been helping us a lot when I was out of here. Well, let me bring in Mr. So here. The main thing is, why are we still behaving the way we're behaving towards each other? What happened? You can't blame it on the war anymore. We can't do that anymore. We have to be sincere with each other. But first of all, we don't even like that. We don't trust each other. Every day when you throw into social media, either people beating somebody or people fighting with each other, it's like we really don't have any more background as a people. Mr. So, thank you for joining me. We appreciate it. Go ahead, let's hear from you. Thank you for sitting
Good
in for us
to
over the week, all these weeks. Thank you very much. We appreciate you very much. So,
well, I good to see you back. We are glad that you. That's another way of dealing with the healing process. It's a tough thing, but we sign up for this. That's why people will not understand what we do, and but I'm happy to see you there because this is it's not like Liberia. Trinidad people coming and all of that here. They just hello. How you doing today? Okay, I will call you back. And going with 8 hours, 6 hours, 12 hours, and all of that. This is a healing process for us to to do this, and ultimately at the end of the day, we're gonna give the man, we're gonna lay him to rest. But what I can say to you, you are not going to have a free pass here. In as much here because you started being ridiculous. And let me just say, look, Clarence McCarthy and Maurice Gay. He started off here by saying they will not listen to us. I can tell you they listen to me. They will not listen to you because you are very dishonest. You talk tabata. This is a clear indication of people who took off their time because they simply disagree with you now. You have laid them aside that they will not listen to you, or you see them, they are not part of you. That is some absurd. It's not, it's been dishonest. And you're coming back now to all years, all months to be defending position to, oh, I will no longer, you know what? I will no longer defend the undefensible. Oh, today you get to realize that, I need to call Joetta. That soup what she cook and the juice cup that they're giving you, that you're coming down, you're making this true confection. So you were defending the undefensible here, the liberal on this network. It's not for me. You say nobody put finger in your throat. But good that you have said that. It's on record. Everybody heard that.
I'm on a trauma situation. That's why.
Oh, don't come out like that. Yeah. Oh, okay. All right. Then when we take you in the psych ward, then they will tell us that after the evaluation, they will tell us
No,
exactly
Mr. So, Mr.
what you
So,
need to do.
yeah, yes, yeah. It has nothing to do with this rescue government. Let me bring in Terry. Terry, thank you for joining. It has nothing to do with the rescue government. Terry, thank you for joining tonight. Mr. So, can you please take this
Yeah,
stuff
yeah,
from?
yeah.
Thank you. Terry, can you bring your camera downward a little bit?
No, he needs to go up.
No, not up, down, Mr. So.
What you call down?
There
There
we
you
go.
go.
There we
Is
go.
that down there?
Yeah, down. Thank you.
Papa, man. You guys see your
Mr.
problem.
Mr. So let me just say this. Look, I'm not apologizing or anything like that. The basic point here is this. Uh, we have to engage each other um, from a perspective of understanding exactly what is happening, Mr. So. In the last few weeks, if you were to constantly watch the social media about Liberia, on Liberia, things that are happening in our country, we have to be very, very careful. I keep saying this. Democracy, democracy is an idea. It does not have color. People can bluff that. People can bluff. They did it. Liberian did it before. They disregard all the rules and law, everything, and we went to war. It's not like it's impossible. Human being as a whole, you keep pushing them to a point. It's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time. We hope that does not come to pass in Liberia. Why do you think that people somehow don't believe or have no trust in the judiciary system? Many people have gone through it. It doesn't turn out right for them, according to them. Why is it that people do not trust the police in as much as Mr. Gregory Kuma is trying his best to train people? Because people see the way they behave. Government official, why they don't even trust the finance minister? Because they have seen what have happened in the past. Most of these behavior Liberians have against the government, any other government, is based on informed experience, past experiences towards the government. But you, as a setting government, you should be condescending to that fact and say, what can I do to earn your trust? You can't say, I'm sitting here now, whether you trust me or not, I will carry on. Because if you do that, while you're in power, you have the right to do whatever you're doing. But the next generation are coming. The trust level will always be down. And I thought the father of the nation, I keep saying this, this is one of the best times to be a Liberian politician. You have a president who has over 40 years of experience. Sit down with him, Mr. So, let me finish, then I'll bring in Terry. Sit down with him to soak the experience from him. The young people refuse to do that. They fight among themselves. They are so thin-skinned that when you say anything, they're ready to go off on you. People are arresting someone without even getting the police involved. They take law, they are the law to themselves. So the next government are going to come in, we're going to have a lot of work for you to bring back the Liberian people to trust you. And I'm hoping that this president will use this opportunity for Liberians to trust their government. Terry, thank you for joining me. Thank you very much. What's on your plate? Terry, we can hear you.
Yeah.
Terry, how many county we got in Liberia now?
Welcome back.
Thank you. How many county we got in Liberia?
I thought we have 15. Your I1.
Yesterday you said
I thought we have 15.
Yesterday you said I don't even know whether we got 15.
I don't know because the Burkina B. We hear that Burkina B is already there, so that the part of maybe you want add.
Thank you.
The C County. I don't know, but
yeah.
Liberal, welcome back, man. And again, publicly have my sympathy.
Thank you.
To the examiner and all of that, he has been holding it down. We have to give him the
I want to thank all of you guys. I want to thank you guys very much.
Have been holding it down.
yeah.
You want to grade us with
no, don't start that. Don't start that. The liberal always grade high.
When the king is taking up,
Every have arrived. Every is in the house. What's the guitar? Every good evening. Thank you, my brother. Thank you. We
If I want
appreciate
to
it.
grade you people, also
Terry, what's going on
Yeah.
with
internet fluctuates.
your
But
what's wrong
yeah,
with your Terry, are you okay?
I think my
Yeah.
internet is fluctuating. Let me use my app.
Okay.
I
All
think
right.
the internet is kind of
Okay.
fluctuating. Is it
Go
okay
ahead.
now?
Go ahead.
You can hear
Yeah,
me?
we can hear you. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was saying that when the king is taking all his clothes in the public and the people surrounding him cannot tell him, say, honorable man, you taking all your clothes in public. When he take all that clothes and everybody see and he expose his body, he will hold the people around him responsible. That is where we are, liberal. So we are under obligation to tell the king that you're taking all your clothes in public. If he get veil with us, it's okay, but the message is already on. You see, and that is the position I've reserved to take nowadays, because we we can't allow what happened to former President Weah to repeat history. And people don't like that. Some people come on the show, they're gonna have problem. But we gotta tell the king, Mr. King, you're taking all your trousers in the public. You are undressing yourself in public.
Wow.
So that today, tomorrow, when he don't understand that, he will realize if he made mistake and the people say, okay, Mr. King, you already took all your clothes. So we think you crazy. So we can't allow you to be king for us again. He will remember that we told him that he was taking all his clothes in public. And other people told him, say he was not taking all his clothes, he was fine. He was looking good. Everything was okay. So the same thing we criticized yesterday with former President we see repeating in this government, but we hailing it. Some of our people, they celebrating it. They are shouting, you are doing well, King. You keep on doing it. So that is my position, liberal.
Thank
I
you.
just wanted to say that.
Let me intrude into this conversation. This is getting to be very, very, very interesting. What a revelation. This is profound.
Mr.
You meant to say the president or the king? Which one? You don't leave.
Oh, he just giving you. He just giving.
It's
Hold on 1 second. When we come to this kind of conversation here, we are on an obligation to create an open conversation to the audience, to the
Who
viewers,
put
so that
on
we
an
have the
obligation?
takeaway.
What obligation we on?
Terry Collins is speaking in code. We need to decode that language.
No, Terry, finish
I mean,
talking.
there's a correlation here. The liberal can say, "Oh, no longer I will defend the undefensible." Terry coming, the king is undressed, and the people say the king is. So Terry, tell us here who is naked
Terry
and
is
say
not
they are dressed.
talking. Terry, Mr. So, Terry, thank you very much, Mr. So. We're not gonna. Terry is not. He's not on a witness stand. Well, if he's telling you, I mean, that's left for you to do whatever you want to do. But let me say, you got any point to make, Mr. So, besides trying to be a prosecutor here tonight?
You see, this is the same thing Terry is talking about. When you try to seek answers, then they call you names. Then they stigmatize you, and then the whole country. Look, liberal. I don't know. It's troubling, and a lot of government officials and people who feels that they are so much connected, they have become so indisciplined. And everybody just think they can just say anything. I listen to of course, his position is a minister position. UG Fagon, the Director General of the State Corporation. I don't know who you were lashing out like that, as Snow or whoever people talking the way that he's talking. You, as the leader of such a viable entity that is the hub of all media house in the broadcasting, because it's a state corporation, And even if people have accused you of something, can't you sit before the microphone having that sort of having that luxury and that is in your jurisdiction to be able to cut through that corridor and tell people exactly what you're doing? And you see them using these sort of words. But I'm waiting to see what's going to be the outcome. Other people use those words and they were penalized, and you guys gave it white flag. And but now when other people use it, they walk scot-free. So this level of indiscipline that is just all over the place, and other people do it and they are penalized, and other people just fly away with it. It is a problem. This is how the selective justice, injustices, and all of that comes into being. Corruption. Other people eat it, they embezzle. The layman take it, he steals. He go to jail. When layman is accused of being raped, they go without any investigation, nothing. They go behind the bars and they go to Saw B. But when government officials and people who are connected, when they do it, they have the hurricane. The top people come and stand in their defense. Tell me, how can we have a country of such? But it comes back to the point. People defending the indefensible. People not admitting that the people are not dressed and they profess to be dressed. And their surrogates, they are talking here, is giving them say, oh, they are okay. But good, we are
Mr.
hearing it from the house's mouth.
Mr. So, you can characterize it any way you want. I just want to let you know that we're in a perfect position to be honest. The difference between us and the so-called, you know who I mean, I don't want to ever is in the house. Aaron Blapper is watching, so I don't want to start any trouble here tonight. So I'll just call them, you know who. The difference between us and them was this. Baku, you strong. Don't mind the people, Baku, they don't like you, that why. The people ain't got nothing to offer. That's just a plan of people. Whereas with us, we say, Baku, you strong, but we will be honest with you. The president, President Baka himself, he told us that's the difference. President, we had them never explained himself what he was going to do. So as far as I'm concerned, all my big mouth against President we had those days was just for nothing. Because I can't hold President we had to say, you said this. The only thing I can hold, you said no Liberian will not be spectators in their own country. Mr. So, can you please continue here? They will want Jews I take, they will want to come by. Please continue. Let me see if I
Oh,
got,
you took people Jews? So, Terry, is there a coincidence tonight hearing what I'm hearing from you and that of the liberal? Is that a coincidence?
Well, I don't know labor
And,
position,
and
but
two,
Mr.
and,
So,
and
you have
two,
been
I don't
seeing
know.
my position in
Moses, I
recent
don't know
time.
whether the liberal send you the link. Trying to, please let me know if you got the link or whatever. If not, I can send it. The liberal he began to he sent it only to Terry, I guess. No, the liberal
Oh,
came
no,
on
I
here.
don't
He
think so.
started
Never
off by
send it.
saying that he will no longer. It's almost like literally somebody confessing something, being bothering people, thing someone, and say, "Oh, you know what? This time around, I gotta confess
Oh,
it."
yeah?
Like somebody gave people say, "Woo, I'm not gonna defend the indefensible again, no longer." I would say, and he went on and on and on. This is the liberal that came here with this whole overpower that we, the ordinary people, were going to be honored, and y'all with you, and then and the other people you're going to be passing on top. That's what the liberal
Oh,
say. Yeah. You can put me down, you can put
we
me
put it
anywhere.
serious.
That is okay. You say on this network here, the overpower was good because you people, Sarin, were going to be passing over us, and we will be down the whole day. So if there's anything, your cars, your convoy will fall down, you fall down on us, then it might fall.
Mr.
Now you're
So,
coming back here tonight to say different thing.
no, I'm not. Mr. So, let me end my statement and I will address your point about this overpass situation. So, the point that I was making is this. President, we are the only thing that you can hold in to a point is that he said Liberian would not be spectators in this country, in their own country. And we were. However, and that was just the inaugural speech. President, we have never went places to say, I will do this, I will do that. This is not going to happen anymore. This is, he said so many things, of course. But President Wakai came and make those statements, intellectually resound statement that an educated person will follow. Because those statements were something you believe in as an individual. He said, in this country, we will all work together as Liberians. The little stuff he said. And many Liberians believe. So we, the supporters, those that fought hard here on this platform and everywhere else, we are saying that we cannot continue on this route. You might have those who have the opportunity to stay with you in Liberia and was able to be given the opportunity to work with you. They should consider that privilege. They shouldn't just sit there and expect that you will do all. Because you are unable to do all, not that you can, but you can't do everything by yourself. And that's why you call these people. Let them show us some of the responsibility. Let them show some good leadership. And that's the point we're making, Mr. Soul. Because when you say that, those who are among the president hierarchy or inner circle feel like their job is being threatened by your statement. And we're saying to them, I don't have interest in getting job in Liberia. But guess what?
Why?
Well, because I'm working right now. I can't leave my job to go work in Liberia right now. But besides that, Mr. So the point here is this. Why I'm not going to be working in Liberia? I'm working here and almost half of my salary is going to Liberia. Where every one of us that come and preach these things for them to do well in our country because we want to save our money and enjoy our money small on the side. That's the point. Because if you make the Liberian people life better over there, we ourselves will not have the choice except to send money and not by force. Well, they're not forcing us, but we have to because we know the condition. Now, let me address this overpass stuff here that you talked about. The overpass situation is still good. What I'm talking about is the idea the Chinese coming and say, don't say anything to us. We will do exactly what we want and how we want it. That is the problem that I have.
Okay, so let's expand on that here a little bit with your expertise. More or less, that's a technical way there. If they are suggesting we will do what we want, our people are not participating, and they are not involved. That comes in with maintenance. So, meaning for the next years or decades, if that project is completed, they're going to be on our shoulder. And there's no way that we can come ahead because they're going to throw us in the water. What is the rationale for that, Gabriel?
Well, right now, the Minister of Public Works, my understanding, is doing his best to let them change course. The Chinese writing document they sent to Minister of Public Works, Minister of Public Works asking them to turn it into convert that into English, so they can read it, be able to understand.
Chinese store?
The entire
I buying bean bill.
the entire document all in Chinese.
Really?
So if you want to do anything, if you want to get understanding, you got to go on Google and do translate. Other than that, forget it.
But AI can translate it.
Yeah, but AI can translate it, but it won't be able to translate the drawing itself. How they call it, the details. What they have is what they have. But the good thing is, and one of the things that they heard the last time, I was able to look into as well. They're still using SI system, even though it's Chinese, but it's SI system, which is international standard anyway. So it's not a big deal, you know. But the issue is maintenance, because when the Chinese are done, they're going home. We're gonna have to
And that's what
maintain
I'm
it.
saying.
We're gonna have to maintain it. But here's the thing here about that. Here's the thing about that. As I stated earlier, if you go with heart in your hand, these are the kinds of treatment you get. You gotta put your foot down. You know, don't say yeah because we want it and therefore close your eyes to it. It's not working. Look at it. Look at the. I just read something here today. Liberia, I had to call it Ralphie International Airport Highway. They say it might not finish until 2027. So, so I don't even believe that. If the Ralphie Highway will not finish the kind of drawing that I've seen unless they do it Babati way. But it will not if they follow the drawing. It will not finish until after this president turn. So, but that's not the main thing. I just want these people to do good. You don't have to. You don't have to. You don't have to agree with them, but let them do something that these young people who are so much engaged. They make good money in the diaspora. Good money. They you know they enjoy it. But deep inside, when they go to bed at night, one of them, I'm not gonna hide it. One of them right here, when they go to bed at night, how can we improve Liberia's system so my own daughter there, my own children there can go to Liberia? This is what keep people awake at night. It's not like it's not. We don't have leadership. We got everything in the book to protect people. They're in Liberia, but the implementation process. Says a good evening. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate it for joining us tonight. And we're just trying to go around the room here, talk about all kind of tabata here. I have a audio that's gonna be playing very soon.
Of me?
No.
But how you get that about me and you joined
No, hold on now. Because you need that audio. Let me make it clear. Because I know what you will do one day. Okay, so when your knee come, I want to be the first to tell you I put your knee in there.
Mr. So recording.
But on a serious note,
The Lord done it for me. Look, but Samson, I don't know where the confessions coming from.
Don't bring politics inside your business. So I want to see you like a beer in a pan and then you ready to talk with it. But I saw you on the show. It's been a long while since we talked the last time. I tried getting back in touch with you. I couldn't. But I wanted to come back again and just express my condolences. And I've been thinking about you. I know you've been receiving a lot of phone calls. So I called. I didn't get you, but we'll continue to talk. I just want to put it out there. I really been worried about you. You know. So I hope you're taking good care of yourself.
Yeah. Since the situation happened, this guy always tell me you gotta go to work. Don't stay home. You gotta go to work. So I've been working throughout. It's easier that way. But thank all of you guys. I mean, like I said, you don't know you have friends until something good or bad happened to you. Then you know you have friends. And I really appreciate all of you guys. But anyway, what's on your plate? Well, I'm just saying here for me, Mr. So is trying his best for people to confess or to apologize or what have you. I got nothing to apologize here. The only thing I'm saying is that we're in perfect position. We're not a 1%er. We're not a broom. We're not.
They play go.
Yeah.
Really?
We're not a broom.
I will see how the friendship will hold here tonight. Not a broom.
We're not a broom. Terry and myself, we've always been on rescue. So we are in perfect position to tell the train, let's stop and get some gas. Or let's try and get some fuel. Or let's put some fire coal in the tree here so it can move properly. So let's hear from you.
Well, I mean, I it's been a while since I've been gone. But I saw you on and I figured I didn't talk to you in a while, so I wanted to jump on. Liberia problem at the beginning and say, sorry for the language, they said I hope we chose to rake infinite. So, you know, Liberia problem is there.
The one they want to do to ear busy, eh?
Well, I mean, so, no, don't put your finger
I couldn't believe
in my throat.
I couldn't believe he used that kind of language.
Don't put your finger in my throat. What the cost to the park also? You put your leave if I come up when it costs a part of money inside. But on a serious note, look, I think there are many things happening around the way stuff gets spun that comes out of Liberia. There are those who said there was a playbook of the Unity Party. The Unity Party lied to the people, and somehow, you know, the people believed the lie and they voted in Boaka so that they wouldn't turn out to use the same playbook and lie, and hopefully that get them back in 2029. Who am I to say if something worked before, don't replicate it? I can't stop them from doing that. And then there is the other people who, I said this before on the show. If you're underwater and you're drowning, and somebody takes you from under the water, it doesn't matter where you came out from under the water, whether that's somewhere you were gasped for a large amount of air because you got to feel you're needing more, right? You're asking for more. You're taking in more oxygen until you don't start to smell the poo-poo, right? And the fact that folks are requiring more oxygen is a sign of where the country has come from. And what folks have not been able to clearly articulate in this rescue government is that Liberian people want proficiency. They want you to be A+. Yes, we're getting the proficiency, but you can celebrate growth along the way. If somebody came to me in 8th grade and we're at the 3rd grade level, and they're in 9th grade, they took a YX, but they're at the 3rd grade level. I don't expect them to pass YX, but I'm expecting, because YX is proficiency. By the end of the year, when you take another test, does it show that you are now at a 5th grade level? Have I closed 2 grade levels for you? Have I closed 3 grade levels for you? That is progress. You can celebrate that. Liberian people want the rescue mission to get into the promised land right away, forgetting that they have to always you got to go to Mount Sinai. Moses got to stay behind. Moses got to go get a take on my man and come back before they can make it. So, but the problem is that folks did not explain to them the way things are going to work out. They allow people to dream, and they did not check those people's dream. And today is coming back to bite them, because if you allow people to have unrestricted dreams, and sometimes you tacitly, without saying anything, facilitate or say agree that dream is possible, then when you can't deliver it, folks hold you accountable, which is rightfully so, the reason. But I am yet to see somebody who can critically with data. Now I think with data that can say what was happening before to what is happening now, that somehow the country has gone backward. You can only find that kind of mathematician under the new almond tree. Yeah, they ain't get no sycamore tree, they planted almond tree. Because you can't have a lot of land and plant sycamore tree on it. The only almond tree can grow on it. I'm really talking about for me.
Thank you. Mr. So, did you send a link to I know I sent a link to everybody.
Yeah. I think he's just not in the position tonight.
Okay.
He said he got it.
All right. Terry, let's hear from you. Terry Frozen. Let's hear from you, my brother.
Well, I don't know what the discussion is about, but actually, I think, yeah,
Go ahead, yeah.
You are frozen. I think you're to the border, so we're trying to send people for you already.
Nima and Lofa border.
I to Nima and Lofa border. But yeah, so the problem with the government labor that I see is the inability to be transparent, one, to be accountable, two, to be accountable to her people. Tell the people the truth. Tell them what's going on. Transparency, we're trying with that, but it's not sufficient. We need to be more, because why? Like you said, President Boaka he was able to articulate his vision. And I want to believe the president have that aspiration. Everything he said came from his guts. But there are certain positions when you get in, they squeeze you in. They suffocate your ability to really explore your aspiration, your dreams, and your vision. And only few leaders know how to come out of that cocoon. You know, you got to have that nature, you see, to break free from that. You got to break free. You have to have that choleric temperament to break free from that kind of spirit. Only very few leaders can do that. And I think this is where President Boca is. He has been making some shots, like some people, firing people, all the kind of thing in 2 years. The government have moved forward in doing some other things. But could we have done more? Yes, we could have done more. That's my point. Could we do it better than what we have done over the past 2 years? Yes, we could have done it better. Over the past 2 years, you removed a speaker, something that Georgia did not do, because we had a speaker that was playing to his something. You remove a speaker, then the Capitol building caught on fire. How do you explain that 4 more years from now? Then we got unexplained properties that the government cannot explain. You see, those things will come back to haunt you. And that is why I statement by saying that when the king is taking all his clothes in public, we must tell the king that he's taking all his clothes. And the people will not like it, but tomorrow he will get the message. The message he will reach when things fall apart. He will say, these people told me that I was taking all my clothes, while the other people around me told me that my clothes were on me. The same thing happened to former President Weah. And that is what we are saying. So I'm saying that going forward, we have to tell the king that, hey, this other thing you're doing, it does not commensurate, Pape, with what you say you will do. Take, for example, the DG, the kind of way he exploded. You didn't need all that action. I don't know why people can be moderate. You can be condensed. You know, where Stanton Waterspoon wanted the DG, that where he went. Where the other guy named Gosson Wayon, where they wanted the DG, that where he went, he fell right in the trap. Why you think these people put muff on you? They already say that the Ministry of Information is my and Park Cousin era. Then you come back and can't do my and Park Cousin again. You confirm what the people say about you guys, because the DG fall under the Ministry of Information as well. So if you come back with that kind of heavy thing, calling the people prostitute and all those kind of thing, then where are we going as a country? You know, where are we going, Pape?
Thank you.
So I think Labour, we can do better. I have hope and confidence that they can do better. But going forward, I will make it my duty, if I come on the show whatsoever and I see something that is not in conformity with the king being well dressed, I'm going to say it.
Thank you. Thank you. And I think
Who do you think we're talking about tonight?
Mr. So, you don't need to know. Terry, thank you. Mr. So, you don't need to know. Thank you. That's Society Bush. So, thank you. Mr. So, let me come to you here on a very serious note. This, I mean, you have seen, and I hate to call you an independent, but I'll just say that just for talking.
The truth doesn't hide.
Yeah, just for talking sake.
They all know that. All your people.
Whatever.
Way to be independent. I know you found on the almond tree.
I know. On a cover. But let me ask you this, Mr. So.
You got recording to that effect?
Mr. Toast sent me the recording. I got a recording. Pato sent me the recording.
When you're talking about recording, people are having that beat. So if you know what I know, you better stay away from anything they call recording.
That one that the day play, I will not come on for 2 more weeks. But anyhow, Mr. So let me ask you that you're seeing both sides. You were seeing President Weah government comes and go. You are now seeing President Baka government still running. And the question that I have, within a few months, the way Unity Party people are responding negatively to criticism and what have you, you think, do they have it within them to see if they were defeated at the ballot box, just like President Weah did? Or perhaps you think they will try to muddy the water to stay in, just like President Trump tried to do here in the United States?
You know, Unity Party for a while it being a fracture party too that you should know. And the only thing you see some sort of stability in it is the Ome is not taking no prisoner. He can be one of his own when the wrath of him ready to unleash, nothing stop it. And they gotta be very careful on a serious note. If President Boyka, for whatever reason, if he doesn't seek re-election, it's gonna be a big problem for Unity Party because they lack the tolerance. They are created a serious problem. If this president was a president of outbursts who can just quickly react or get things done, the party were being in chaos. But I think he tries as much as possible to work things behind the scene, and some of those things that cannot be worked out, then of course, you know what, I gotta let this thing go. I have to take this decision because the United Party is a mixture of people with different people. The Moja boys there, the progressive are there, the different. They don't like one another. To be honest, if you talk to most of them inside, and I hate to say this, um, even with the going of this former Enfield guy here, where they didn't come in the public domain, but if you talk to people inside, they don't they are like all eye rivals, eye rival in the sense that everybody should be out there and they think they want to have absolute control over the old man. There are some people who really get his ear. It can be everybody, and those who started the cause and those who are being there from day one. Obviously, there, everybody get their own people of that they really, really confide into is getting things done. So now the same behaving as suspect. At some point in time, some hair going to roll, and that's going to be a stunning one to that people want to see. So they better put their acts together. The same thing we talk about, and they just read it. Some of them just make careless statement as if there will be no day now, there will be no night, and there will be no day. No, the CDC did that before. People who just thought that they were doing it for whatever reason. I don't know, there's some sort of loyalty, and they were just talking some loose stuff, and just we're talking about. If I go here, somebody accuse you that you are doing something. Come on, consider your portfolio for God's sake. And he just exploding like that. Yes, people say freedom of speech, but at a certain time, in certain position, your maturity, how you process, how you receive things, it sets you apart to say, yeah, this guy is the light of this place here. But yeah, we are. They think some of them they think that's it now. But I think this president will put a surprise. Some of them that they will cut their legs broad day on them, and then they come from that will say, "Oh, we thought we cannot be politically amputated."
Thank you. So, let's turn to you for a moment here. You're probably going to be one of those in a unique position because you've been involved into American politics on a national level, local level, and even school board level, if we want to go that way. So you most likely have a lot of insight on this here. The way this government is going, and Mr. Sue alluded to that here. The way this government is going, from your own perspective, whichever way you looked at, do you think that if for some reason President Baka decides not to seek re-election, that Unity Party as a whole will hold together as a group, or perhaps you think they will splinter like any other thing else that doesn't have the glue which the old man is bringing on the table?
Well, everywhere in democracies where you find sometimes that there is a ruling coalition. So think anything from Germany to the rise of the alt-right and the change in the makeup to France recently. had to have a re-election. They had a, you know, and that vote of no confidence in the prime minister, and the shift in loyalties and what parties come together. When you man, I think about MCS. Man, I'm talking nothing. Leave me alone.
He want to distract you. The rescue three. The rescue three.
I'm finished with my MCS mission for now to the border, protecting my walls. But anyways, usually political coalitions, these marriages that come together in many settings, and particularly in Africa, they usually hinge upon a personality, just like our political system, political parties are hinged around personalities for the most part, especially the newer ones, right? Because the LPPs have been around, everything has been around, but for the newer ones, their personality clubs, so to speak. And so the Unity Party alliance, because people forget that the Unity Party did not win an election by itself. It is an alliance that pushed the Unity Party over into round two. And that alliance came together because a lot of people put a lot of stock on Keke, as you know, bringing our cup to the table was Keke, right? It's the uncle. And this old elderly man who we all believe in, and we allow him, we can look at him as being the glue. When that glue, or if that glue is removed, the individual parts of the Unity Party Alliance will shift. Some might stay and some might move. The question is, would the new head of the Unity Party be so magnetic as to keep the largest vote-grabbing groups and bring in more to replace the ones that leave, or would it just be, you know, the breaking of the dam and everybody is gone, right? So it thought a black guy could bring MDR, right? Instead of black guy, can MDR stay? If they don't, even if they run Vice President Kun, can they stay? It is the like of Bwaka that brought Alex Tyler and his LPDP. Outside of Bwaka, can Alex Tyler still deliver Bummy County to the new Unity Party Alliance, right? So it's Sarah Besler Yanti that came along because of a Bwaka. So you start to think about all of those pieces and you start to question yourself, well, if not Bwaka, then who else do we see in the Unity Party current structure of the party hierarchy that is magnetic enough and attractive enough to bring him to form a new coalition, a new winning coalition? Because mind you, anybody can form a coalition. You need a winning coalition. And to that end, you know, politics, 4 years is an eternity. So I can't make any judgment. But right now, if elections were held tomorrow, I don't see that person in the current Unity Party alliance structure. Now, there might be people that will grow given the next 2, 3, 4 years. And it's also going to depend on how soon Omer Bwaka tells folks that he's not going to be running. Otherwise, we have a repeat of the Joe Biden situation here, right? So again, it's going to depend on how early you tell folks so that folks are getting ready and prepared, and that somebody can start to rise up, or some people can start to rise up that will be able to form a coalition. You know, in the absence of President Bwaka, I think our brooms will get more straws. I think we might be able to sweep better, and I think we might become magnetic. That's my broom from the beginning.
Yeah, quickly, a liberal, before maybe you go to Terry here, there's something Sissy mentioned here. And I think this is where the challenge and this is where the fear would be to the president. I know the election is far up, but from all what we're seeing right now, and we have said this here over and over, people that run our leaders, they try to be so much protective of them, to the extent they're not creating the field where the institutions will have a solid foundation in the sense, the old man we all know of his age. He could look, I say, you know what? I don't want to go. But that's one of the things you're going to be thinking about. If he doesn't see a stability or someone that he doesn't trust that will take this party and bring this party together and have sort of not an iron fist, but to lead the party, it would be hesitant to because he doesn't want everything that maybe he hope to work for in the next couple of years before we talk about 2029 to go down the drain. And that's where the problem would be. But we all are speculating, believing that he's going to run, seeing what is happening and all of that. But if he gets to the point where he's convinced and somebody that comes out that yes, because right now he is the owner of the United Party. If he's 100% absolute and convinced that, yeah, this person can stand up for Unity Party, then of course he will back up. But if he can't see that in the next 1-2 years, trust me, the only going to take more local seats to save the party. And that I can tell you. That I can tell you.
Thank you, Terry. And that's exactly what I was going to come to you on, and that is the president quite recently, and not just recently, he's been saying to many folks in his inner circle, that if you want right now, we're not talking 2029, I'm talking governance. And if you want to do your 2029, you've got to step aside. And because of that, I think folks that the vice president cannot actually uh, show himself politically, so to speak. Is that something, as Sissy was talking about, comparing it to the Biden syndrome here? Is that something that perhaps might be a little bit challenging for the how do you call it, Unity Party? In that, if the president cannot tell them, but of course, most likely it's not going to pass the smell test in terms of um, um, uh, the code of conduct anyhow. But when do you think will be the right time for him to say, I'm not seeking re-election? Should he do it now? And if he does it, does it not look like his government will be a lame duck? Knowing full well that he's not going to seek re-election, nobody's going to be afraid of him and his group. And in fact, you're going to have people bike biting. Forget about bike biting. You'll say feet biting or cut feet. I mean, physically, they're most likely going to come to blows from time to time. So, at what time you think that the president would do the right thing to say, I am or I'm not? Let me hear from you, my brother. Prince Sharif, good evening. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate it.
The man Luna the
I
public
was speaking, I will have to. But
You what? You what?
yeah,
What do you say?
but yeah,
You say you got to leave?
I said I will just speak with him. Yeah, I will speak 2 minutes. I'll just leave after I speak. If
All
that
right.
is fine, I gotta go pick up my daughter.
That's fine. You're coming
So
back, or that will be it for the
actually,
night.
yeah, but maybe I will join you. But if you don't see me now, that's it. But
Okay.
what
All
I
right.
believe, Mrs. Libra, is that word on the street is that the president, that from the CDC now, gossip, is that the president is going to turn things over to Jeremiah Kuhn in 2027. Is alleged that for 12 on Alvin we said the tabula rasa page
Yeah, yeah.
that the president is
It
going to
seemed like
turn
it seemed
things
to be
over.
like
He's going to
he seemed
resign
he,
2027.
Terry. It seemed like what's his name? Ivan we said now seemed to be the face of CDC. It seemed to me.
CDC would never
Well,
make it.
he
How
just
can you have
he
somebody that to be
replacing.
the
He's
face of
trying
the
to
party?
replace Jefferson Koji because Jefferson Koji is out of the country. So he's just under there. They just take his stuff and use it as snippet. But he can represent CDC. But here's the thing here, Liberal. CC is just on point. I know we might have the same scenario with the Biden and Harris, Kamala Harris here, if the president do not do the needful sooner enough. So we expect him, at least by 2027, to say, hey, this is what it is. But something I wanted to put in is that what this government should also take cognizance of, like most people, like I hear my senior brother saying 4 years is long, it's true. But what they overlook is that, the The Liberian people can just talk something, and after they talk a few minutes, they finish with it, they chunk it down. This government is, Liberians are not like that anymore. The reason is because we got social media. Before Madam Sally time, Jawia time, the social media was not active like this. So most of those videos will be replayed. Most of the things that happen in 2024, happen in 2025, they will use it tomorrow. So my rescue people, do not just sit down supinely and think that all of what you're gathering or all of what you are accruing as you go along into your 6-year term is just going to go away. It's going to evaporate. You have to address it politically. You have to find a way around a maneuver, because it will be used tomorrow against you, even if the president decides to turn power over to Jeremiah Coon. And I do not see no other person besides Jeremiah Coon joining the Unity Party to foster the agenda of the president. I think that's why the president keep pushing him in front, pushing him forward, because sooner or later, maybe the president may not resign. Maybe 2027, the president will say, okay, Jeremiah Coon, I'm putting Jeremiah Coon hand up for him to be the next person in line. I'm respecting that will be the option, because Jeremiah Coon have also already risen to that level. But I think this is on point and it's very accurate. Thank you for the night.
Thank you. And we'll say good night to you as well. Sissy, let me come to you here very quickly, and then we'll try to open the line. Okay, thank you, Terry. Let me come to you. And I don't mean to be sectionalist here or travelist or whatever. You think if that what's what you and Terry seem to be suggesting, if that comes to pass, will the Lofa people take their book people and leave, or they're gonna stay with Jeremiah Coon, you think?
The Lofa people did not take their book and leave when we were vice president under Madame Sharleaf, and we did not take our book and leave when we were vice president under Doe. We did not take our book and leave when Tobo was assassinated and the
Give me 1 second, please.
Yeah, go ahead.
When the presidency was offered to us during the vacuum time when President Tobo was assassinated. So the Lofians are not known to be power hungry people. We are a thoughtful and patriotic people. So I don't think that the group of Lofians that are supporting Joseph Boakai's presidency are only doing it because he's Keke and he's from Foya. I don't believe that. I do think that it's going to depend on how the handoff is done. You know, it's almost like these relay races, right? We watch them. You know, you hand the baton over to the next person ahead of you, and they're going. If you don't hand the baton properly, it delays that person, right? It delays them taking the next step because they have to grab that before they move. And if you who's supposed to hand it to them, if you are fumbling with it, then they have to slow down to get it. And in that time, the race is ongoing. And I'm saying that to say that I'm not going to feed into, you know, somebody like an Ivan we said talking point, I'm touching into that thing. But if the president decides that he's going to hand over power, or he's not going to run, he's going to raise the hand of Jeremiah Coon. What you have to start looking for is to start to see in the interim 3 years that are here before we start talking about 2029. You start checking to see how much visibility the president allows the vice president to have. Again, remember in Liberia, like many other democracies, the vice president position is ceremonial. The president decides how visible he or she wants you to be. So based on how much visibility they're giving Jeremiah Coon, you start to read the tea leaves that the president is making sure that folks are beginning to see Jeremiah Coon. Jeremiah Coon is being let off the leash a little bit, so to speak. He's speaking out, and you can start to glean his own policy ideas from speeches and other commitments, and then you start to see that he's handing this baton over gradually. However, if you see that the vice president is kept at a traditional position where most Liberian vice presidents are kept at, then that you start to read the tea leaves for two major reasons. Either that the president has an intent to run for re-election, or that the forces within the Unity Party and the Unity Party Alliance are not allowing for him to be able to do a smooth transition as far as being the standard bearer of the Unity Party Alliance, not being the president of the Republic of Liberia. I don't see that happening. I think that's just hogwash. But I think there's a possibility that the baton could be handed over to Coon. In order for that to happen, we got to start seeing how much exercise they're giving Coon, how much they're letting him out there to go keep running the rain around the track, getting used to the track and everything. We got to start seeing that. And if we're not seeing that, then it's going to be very chaotic. It's going to be like what happened with us here, Democrats, when the baton got handed over to Kamala Harris in a very short time. And even though we all try to circle the wagon, the race was on. The other people that handed the baton, their race were already way ahead of us, and we're fighting to catch up.
So before I go to Mr. Sawyer, just one sentence only from you. What year? What are we looking at to start watching for these signs?
I'm looking at 2027.
2027. Okay, Mr. So go ahead.
Yeah, great timeline and great benchmark for us to get a pretty good idea as to what the future of the Unity Party is going to be. So you see, the vice president for other places, he has proxied the affairs of the president, sometimes go international, try to give that sort of international exposure to see what his leadership, his likability, and all of that. And moreover, where the vote going to be taking place is the motherland. So the popularity there, it has to be solid. He wants to make sure whether there's no sort of fracture group from in the Unity Party who will say, okay, you know what, we don't want to talk right now. But in the next 2-3 years, 2027, the old man, he will not be as strong as he may be. We all are aging and stuff like that. And you're going to see people going to come up. Somebody that I'm kind of like really apprehensive now is Wilmer Pay. Wilmer Pay, he's a controversial figure. And they get a way of getting things done. He might not be the guy, but he could be somebody who can inject some sort of with aim to do it. But, it's too soon for that. But again, like we said, the woman will want to make sure. You will want to make sure to, guy.
I thought you said they may not come
You
here.
said you were not coming. You're not coming when they playing. You want to talk about they playing here, it drives him crazy. So, now you the guy that bring it for Unity Party? How we talk about the bringing people or so? You the next guy? But again, right now it's just too soon. I think they might be doing a lot of things off camera, behind the scenes. Some of them going to come to light, but all we're going to see is speculation. But the preferable time, 2027, the conclusions of 2027 will give us a pretty good idea the future of the party.
Thank you. You brought in Wilmer Pay here, and I've been following, trying to peruse most of the social media, including the print. Mostly good evening. Thank you for joining. I'll come to you very shortly before I put it in line. Following what I was trying to see whether Wilmer Pay was going to be someone who, you did it to me here. Let me ask why, but he seemed to be quiet. So I'm suspecting that Wilmer Pay is looking at 2029 to play a major role in his Unity Party hierarchy. I don't think he's going to buck anything right now until perhaps he find out that, because he most likely when the father leaves, if Coon coming in, Coon will not drag me in the mud. So most likely him and Coon can have some sort of an understanding and work together. Other than that, if you don't see that with Wilmer Pay, I think Wilmer Pay will go with the broom. So
just real quick, just so we note for programming note, when Wilmer Pay was suspended from the Unity Party, didn't he become chairman of People Liberian Party, PLP, that died a natural death? We elevate these people importance way too much.
What we are saying, what we are saying, these guys, there are some folks that can you don't know. This is the guy who led the suspension of Helen and this all kind of thing. By the time we go lower, he came back into the system. How did that happen?
There's certain characters that
there are some people who just there. They just get a magic hand and get things done.
Some people are just Flansamington. They just getting a gun to hold. They mean that they bring behind it. Wilmer Pay is like a Flansamington.
Why you can't say Wilmer Pay like Hopo Joe?
I beg you, Mose. That kind of language, not what we use here. I beg you.
Liberal.
I beg you. Yeah. Good evening. Thank you for coming.
Good evening, gentlemen. I came on the show purposely for you and Mr. Sissy.
Yeah.
Sissy refused to call me.
All right.
Now my big brother, he refused to call me.
Okay.
But I just want to tell you how much I appreciate you.
Thank you.
And tried contacting you a few times, like Sissy, and unfortunately, your answering service was full.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
complained to the CEO to please let you know and forward my message.
Yeah, he did.
Did. And I just want to say welcome back. I already sent
Thank
you on here.
Say,
Thank you.
blame me, Ghana, and everything you know.
He can
Listen,
speak. He can speak it.
get me Lisa Mali. Willow no, Willow.
You're finished. You're
Yeah.
finished. Myself, yeah, me got no one. Let me stop before he complain. I
Willow
beg you,
no.
Mr. So, let's move
Come
on.
on, Lisa now.
Mr. So, I'm not part of that.
So, but you think from no far, me bro?
Yeah, I beg you. You don't need a little I want you to show to that.
But Libra, let me say this. We
Yeah, but
appreciate
mostly
you.
let me put up the line. Go ahead, make a statement
Well,
when you finish.
let me just say this because I was watching the show. I've been under the weather a little bit. I don't know if you know, and that's why I'm recuperating from surgery. So that's why. But that's not important right now. The questions you're asking and the conversation about about President Boyka, the old man, and what Sissy just articulated for the people from Lofa County. When you check the history of our country, the Lofians have always been faithful and nationalistic because culturally they were thought to be nationalistic. And Sissy made reference to some of the past things that have happened with the Lofian. Now, what I deduce from your conversation is this. When the old man decided to run, he said he was running one term. And I think the people, the United people around him, are beginning to sense that this old man means business because he says what he means and he means what he says. That's why he's very slow in talking.
Look at this. Yeah, since you're reading one here.
Many of these people are now suspecting that this old man is not going to seek a second term based
And
on
I look
his
for man
promise.
comes that now, so don't mind Prince Harry.
No, Prince Sharif, don't even pay attention to him. Many of these people are thinking now that the old man is going to keep his word and say he only going to run one time because he didn't come here to enrich himself. He came here to set a legacy and to create the foundation of the road to a better Liberia. And I think the people around here are beginning to sense it. That's why you see some of these topics are coming up. Who would do this? Who would do that? So my thinking,
Color, just hold on, let Moses land, then we'll come to
my
you.
thinking is that they're going to prepare themselves because, as other people said here, we don't have strong political foundations of parties. The coalitions that were put together, people coming from this place to that place to this place to that place. Don't be surprised if someone come out of the blue. But one thing that I know, whoever the old man endorses that's going to run will probably be the next president of the Republic of Liberia.
Thank you. Okay, let's go. Color, what's your name? Where you're calling from? What's on your mind? Please, let's hear from you.
All right. Mr. Toll, this is Prince and
Oh,
Sherry.
goodness.
I'm calling you from the East Coast.
Go ahead.
Again, on behalf of my family and I, including the platform that we, serve as hosts, we want to say our deepest condolences to you and the family.
Thank you.
And it's our hope that the Almighty God, the Almighty Allah, the great ancestor, Awa himself, will comfort and console the family in this time of bereavement.
Thank you.
And I want to say,
Did Prince say Gilwa Gala?
having said that, I listened to the analysis here from our own big brother, Mr. So, and also our brother, the Sisi. But it's unfortunate.
So another brother.
The key issue here that people are not flagging out is that the Unity Party is in a complete disarray under Joseph Numa Boyka. Over the period, many felt that Mr. Boyka would have been that particular, lubricating force to be able to bring the forces together, to be able to build the Unity Party and give it a more, unique face. But unfortunately, from what these people have discovered, Mr. Boyka have lost that particular essence. I mean, to bring the people together, the elder in the house, the elder who will be able to look beyond and above, everything and say, look, the interest of the house is important more than the interest of an individual. And today, what we are seeing is a complete, internal wrangling. Now, when you look at what is happening in the Unity Party that is being controlled by, our own Mr. Joseph Numa Boyka, you will see that there is a big fight between the Vice President of the Republic of Liberia and that of even Augustine Tehegafua from the Ministry of Finance. You can see that. I'll give you an example. Mr. Boyka have tried to give the Vice President the opportunity to be able to lead. But unfortunately, those opportunities that he's giving the Vice President is not to be able to project him as his next predecessor, but rather to expose his limitation and make him to become vulnerable. Now, I don't want you to believe examples. The first example I want to give you is the issue of the yellow machine. Now, we have the GSA in Liberia that are responsible for procurement. We have the PPCC that are responsible for other, a sector or to be able to do other things. The President of the Republic of Liberia exposed the Vice President limitation by allowing this Vice President to go to China to be able to, assess and be able to make procurement and et cetera, et cetera. Even at that, we saw what is happening at that particular level, where others within the Unity Party are saying no. The Vice President went there, he was able to get, in contact with his cronies in China, who he has been dealing with, and in fact, the price is completely exorbitant, and all these other funny things that is happening. Even more besides, he made the Vice President to be the head also, remember, of an economic team that was to look at, the situation in Liberia, the economic situation, and make a report. As I speak to you, that particular team has collapsed. The team has not even made a complete report to the presidency. And remember, do you know that in this budget, there is an increase instead of the 12%?
Prince, you got 30 more seconds, please. Go ahead.
That has a 13%. So you see that whenever the president exposes the vice president, is to show his limitation and to be able to reduce this vice president to nothing. But the rest within the Unity Party is this man wants that when he leaves the state, the Unity Party will be completely in dormant and completely in trouble.
Thank you.
Because of that.
Thank you.
His record up to where he is currently.
Thank you, Prince. We appreciate it. Thank you very much. Stay tuned. We're gonna next caller. You're in line. What's your name? Where you're calling from? What's on your mind?
Rescue 3.
Hello. Yeah. What's your name? Where you're calling from? What's on your mind?
All right. Thank you, Mr. Toe. This is Elvis calling from Minnesota.
Elvis in the house.
Yeah, I'm a sympathy and have to the panelists.
Thank you.
I'm wondering where the political reverend, I think the law maybe appeared to me in a vision or in a dream. Put some sense in your brain. He started to act like a real truthful man. But I just want to give him some props because I think these few days in the absence, maybe he says you're not there intimidating the man. He got a little bit of honesty back, being honest. Well, on the issue of the yellow machine, look, I just want to ask, are they planning to buy the yellow machine in 2027? Because we see no trace of it in the budget for the next year, the next fiscal year. Because you can't purchase anything, procure or anything if the legislature does not give you the acquiescence. They're the one that hold the purse strings of the country. So if they are not acquiescence to you purchasing or anything in the budget, how can you even purchase a machine for $22 million when it's not being allocated to the to a legislative allocation process? So I want to know. And, I know you just came back and maybe you're not in the mood to really discuss some of these things. Well, I want to ask Mr. Shishiboya, is he planning on visiting the presidential lodge anytime when we go to FOIA to go see it? It's for the people like Roland Gideon says, for the Liberian people. It's a presidential project.
Thank you.
Maybe someone else will sit on there.
Thank you.
One last thing, to open a gate for us to go sit on there and visit things for the Liberian people. Of course not. The president is doing the same thing his predecessor did.
The man, I question.
Yeah, Yeah, they're not fostering the courage to speak against it.
All right.
So we want to hear them get that same true serum to be able to speak against it.
Thank you.
So they have integrity. Thank you.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
God forbid.
All right, let's go ahead. I'm not too sure if any other callers coming back, but let's go ahead and Sissy, let's hear from you on this yet. Um, and when you finish answering this, I have a question for you. To be honest, go ahead. You want to address?
No, don't mind Elvis. Elvis don't want to give me a hard time tonight. We 4 year mansion beneath. You answer your own question, but there's been a direct mandate given to the border forces at the Lofa Nima border, Elvis. If we see you there, we are denying you entry. So don't show up to the Nima Lofa border. Look, man. I don't look. Some of these comments don't require response, right?
That's it.
Because I like to listen to folks, and when you say stuff for me, I like you to concretize stuff for me, right? This thing where we just talk in generality, but we can't provide any one.
Rescue 3, just hold on 1 minute. Let Sissy land, and we'll come to you. Go ahead, Sissy.
But we can't provide any one tangible, logical example. For me, it bothers me to try to interact with that. My brother from Lofa Country, Prince Sharif, just said a lot of things, but he ended up saying nothing because he talked about an example, and I was waiting for that example to let the VP to leave, but they let him go to China to go negotiate. How is that a bad thing? How is that making somebody to be to expose them? How? Right? Tell me. And you said there is example. There's Gafwan and the VP fighting, and yet you don't give us anything, any evidence, nothing. So we're supposed to come and just sit down under the almond tree and listen to y'all, and then we say that true, sour, and we move on. For me, I don't interact that way. You want me to go back and forth with you? Give me concrete stuff that I can talk about. Don't talk, like the cloud is just moving, and you want me to. I don't do those. So I think my brother had a comment to make, and I think he has to defend his position as a propagandist for the CDC, and I don't envy him for that position. He made a statement and he left, but I don't think there's anything at all in there that requires, a critical conversation around. And for my brother Elvis to say whether the yellow machines are going to be purchased, and he doesn't believe so because there's nothing in the budget, is Elvis telling me that in the Republic of Liberia budget there should be a line item that say yellow machine? Come on, man. Come on.
Thank you. Rescue 3, let's hear from you. Good evening. Rescue 3, are you with me? Rescue 3. Okay, thank you. Can you hear me? We can't hear you.
Are you hearing me now?
Yeah, much better. But you break out again. Wow, the rescue people not take your phone away from you?
Nobody take my
because you're breaking up. We can't hear anything.
I see where you say the Chinese phone. That made you trade the phone with.
We can't hear you. That we will get you Chinese phone. We can't hear anything. Call me back.
Set the phone for on mute. I'm getting you clear.
I'm not on mute.
They can't eat your own baby.
I'm not on mute. I can hear you little by little, but it keep coming in and out. Let me call you back.
There you go. You're done with him.
Rescue 3, we can be done with it. The guys, give me a minute. Let me call Rescue 3 back. Let him make his point. And then Rescue 3, Rescue 1 is calling.
10-4, 10-4.
The person you are trying to reach has a voicemail box that has not been set
There you go. Siri, now come on.
Let me try again one more time, guys, and then we
Wait
can.
a minute now.
Right? Mr. Toll, let me just say something in regards to what Sissy said
Right.
about the vice president road. We know that, like you stated, the vice president road is
I'm sorry,
somewhat
the person you were trying to reach.
ceremonious road.
Wow.
And I think what what this president has given the vice president, the sitting vice president, Mr. Kuhn, the support and the leverage to expose him so that he can see how things are negotiated. I know that the earlier part of this administration as vice president, he did quite a bit of stuff and did some travel. But coming into the middle and the second term, he was totally isolated. They put him back in the garage. And I think what he was doing, what President Barker has done, is try to expose Jeremiah Combs so he can understand that he would not be a sitting duck or a ceremonious vice president. And I think it's a new thing for that office. Let's look at the offices that these people occupy based on their work ethics and what have you, and not based on just their physical function. And
Thank
I
you.
think people are not looking, they're not critical thinker to think of those things. And I think that's where they're coming from, and that debate keep going on. Is the vice president ready? Is the vice president ready? And I think they need to understand that this Omer Barker made his statement, and I think that they know he means business when he says stuff.
Thank you, Moses. Sister, let me come to you here, and then I'll go to Mr. So. Once again, I'm trying to pick a brain on this here because you're not just an educator, you're also a local politician. Whether we joke about it or not, you have engaged public, you have had public engagement. I'm not too sure whether I should call it debate or what have you, but other people have heard your thinking in terms of policy and what you believe that you can do for people and why you believe that people should bring you into a position to help them improve their lives. And from that perspective, I will ask you this. Please remove yourself a little bit from the broom. Remove yourself a little bit from Lofa County, and let me hear from you. And I know you have the ability to do that. This CDC and President we are. Do you really believe that they have it within them to win an election again in Liberia, knowing what Liberian people know about them? And the fact that most of the people that he's bringing along or still hanging around are the same group from the past. Do you think CDC can win an election in Liberia again?
Since the end of our civil conflict, there have been only two consistent political parties that come first and second. And there have been only two consistent political parties that other political parties can coalesce around. Like our man from the Unity Party or Root or he says something, we are helping verbs. There have been only two mean verbs in the Liberian political space, and everything else has been helping verb, and some of them have been linking verbs. I say this to say that the Congress for Democratic Change is the most populous opposition political party in Liberia. Now, having said that, that is a good thing for them. Having power and knowing how to use power. See, for me, that's where I would like to focus. You have to have the ability to not do the same thing that took you out of office. If you're asking a question about possibilities, yes, it is the CDC. The number of people the CDC got behind them. the CDC has a base, a die-hard base that they will be like a pharaoh. Even after all the plagues, they will still say no, they'll follow you to the Red Sea and bring you back. They have that base. But that base is not transferable to any other politician in the CDC. That base is largely answerable to the former President Weah. If the former President Weah stays in the party, he keeps that critical base. And that base number is more than what my Broom man had, is more than what ANC people had, is more than what many political parties had. Just that base alone, right? The numbers. And we have to be truthful about that. The problem is the base alone cannot win them an election. They see the Congress for Democratic Change has not won any election in Liberia. So it was the coalition that won an election. So the Congress by itself cannot win an election. The question is, are there other political parties that will look at, because back then, when folks were advocating for the coalition of Democratic Change to come into power, it was all about the possibilities, right? There was a thing, hope for whatever or whatever for hope. We were all sold stuff in a box. And so people who project onto President Weah and the CDC things that they hoped for. This will happen. President Weah is this. This will happen. We'll build Body Island. In fact, we'll bring hair factory. I think that's when they had the front of their party headquarters, but a different thing. But there were so many things they were asking and they were saying was going to happen. And so the Brent people voted without anything to say, okay, let's look at this old map, right? Now there's an old map. Now they have history. Now there is data. Would there be critical political parties that have numbers to move the Congress over the winning line, that will look at the 6 years and say, yes, we were better off in the CDC 6 years and we need to go back there? That is where the problem is going to come. Now, if the CDC can rebrand itself, which I think they have the ability to do, again, like I said about Waka and the Unity Party, 4 years is eternity in politics. They can attract new people. They can rebrand. It's not impossible. President George Manuel Weah still enjoys the love of many Liberians, and a lot of Liberians will still vote for him. Problem is, are they willing to rebrand? Because what we're seeing quite recently, at least the last 2 years, doesn't look like a rebrand. It looks like a redo. We want to come back and continue, right? And to just end this, yes, I have participated in debates, in election debates as a candidate, in so many debates here, and also, yeah, so I'm not new to that. But I think the CDC has a choice. They can be the BlackBerry and go extinct. Or they can be the iPhone and keep selling us iPhone 17 and iPhone 17 Pro Max because they keep going back to the people and finding out what went wrong and correcting that. So they have a choice. If they become BlackBerry, they're out.
Thank you. We're going to now close this. Thank you. Moses, what would be your closing? Mr.
Well, my closing is just that. Thank you for the show. It's been really nice to see you back.
Thank you.
So we talked about politics and what have you. My main problem is that we've seen in our country something that we've continued to ignore, that is law and order and safety. And I think that the president, the office of the president needs to be protected at all times. And what recently happened that really had me thinking is the Excellency Mr. Joseph Yuma Boyka on a bus. They put him on the bus and drove him around the city. I'm not sure what that means to our country or to that office. That bus could have gone, they could have driven the bus to the mansion and have the president inspect the bus, drive right on the mansion ground, and that's it. But to have him in public, sitting on the bus, they create a vulnerable situation for the president of the Republic of Barbados or the office of the president. And it's been happening continuously from the first day that someone walked up on him when he went to dedicate a school till the time that he was caught in the middle of other things. We have really not protected our office. And people need to understand that their duty, especially the EPS, is to protect and, if possible, take a bullet for the president.
Thank you.
But do we have people trained that can really stand there and say that they protect that office? It's not the individual, it's the office. And
Thank you.
I'm very much. Why you keep cutting about?
What's that time? Most say we got time. Time is out. 7 o'clock.
So come to me that time now.
It's 10 o'clock. Your time. I'm trying for you to take a nap.
Your sympathy will run out just now.
Here we go.
I want to be like Weto Carter. You're the best liberal in the world.
Okay, Mose, you got 30 seconds. Go ahead, 30 seconds.
No, but this is a serious matter, and we need to look at seriously law and order in the country. And I want to appeal to the president and those security apparatus to really start making some decisions that will reflect the protection of not only the office but the safety of our people in Liberia.
Thank you. Mr. So CEO, let's hear from you. Take us home.
Yeah, well, good again. Good to have you. Before I forget, who was that? Oh, Dr. Mali did reach out. He sent $75 a contribution. Mazula Gisi sent $150. We just want to tell them thank you. This is a strictly voluntary something, and anybody who wants to do anything, just reach out to me. But yeah, what the challenge will be with CDC. Strong party, grassroots party that have, for whatever reason, they believe in their man. But here is the thing here. People take risk with the unknown. When you know people know their past to take risk, you say, And yeah, what I'm saying, they have to, if they are to be really, for people to take them, and I know some of them will get upset, for people to take them to be serious or as an institution, you cannot outrule that George Weah cannot resurface. They have to take some real, I don't want to sound malice, radical change. They have to be honest. They have to come forth. They have to be real. Because right now, even if you ask the sedition, you ask the real sedition, where is President Weah? They can't tell you. What happens to President Weah? They can't tell you. When someone is a leader, he or she becomes a public asset, especially when that declaration is made, I want to be a president. Nobody say, come unveil his medical record. But the fact that you see things hang over your party, you want to be president, things hang over you, and you are not willing to show other side for people to say, oh, wait a minute, we didn't even expect this one to happen. They can't even ask them now, they can't tell you where is President Weah. Oh, he in Ghana. Or where you want, he's not president again. Yes, he's not president again, but he wants to be a president. So that genuine aspect of him too, it has to surface for people to be able to have a second thought to say, okay, right now we're seeing. And if you continue to have people that are managing the Eugene number, then all of those people, I was thinking about people like Kofa, but there are a lot of people where a lot of things hang over there now. I'm not sure even whether they're going to get involved into the political process. Trust me or not. They're not going to, it's not persecution, but prosecution. You're going to go through the court process. And when you're going through, and that's what I'm waiting to see how liberal, like the confession that been taking place. I want to see how it's going to look like when Kofa going to criminal court AC, then I did not, that in any that now it taking him to 2029. That's the Moja boys. That's how they're going to operate. It's strictly non-prosecution. And when there's a prosecution, then that court thing. So when they get over now, then whoever when they say, okay, that time for executive clemency, then what are you going to do? You can't find a protest here. So it's going to be interesting. We'll hold our breath and see. But Leopard, thank you so much. Good to see you. Good to be back. But let me just play a welcome song for you, okay?
Oh, Sissy, don't do that. You're muted.
I thought we were doing that.
What kind of song you going to play now?
Let me play a welcome song for
guys. Let's listen. Let's listen to your.
Sissy, we got to do something about JoJo.
Go ahead. Let's hear your.
Wait.
Your way. Let's hear your welcome song.
You get one good song, man.
Okay.
We got a song for you from Lofa County. New one.
You what?
They were still getting jobs.
Why?
Money fire. I'm from Foya. They play. I say money fire. I'm from Foya. They were giving job because they giving all the people from that area job. Myself, I don't want to need myself fire. I'm not from Nigeria game. Play. They were giving job. Yeah.
Fire, welcome to
Fire who?
Fire, what guy?
Oh. So you fire Baka now? Folks, detail of this classified recording will be released on Wednesday here. I don't want.
Oh my God,
that's a unique way of.
Advance of that recording, we can file and some lawsuit and cease and desist.
I think the board need to step in here because some of the board members need a call here.
Supreme Court can help you. If you don't want it to be played, can't take it from on the shelf. Good night.
That is song there.
Thank you, guys. Thank you very much, Sissy.
All right, Mr. Tool. Good night, guys.
Thank you, guys. I really appreciate you guys coming in here again, folks. Samson told La Bropa Radio. That's why we're gonna bring the curtain down this evening. I want to thank all of you that have been writing. Mr. Prince Sherry, let's do this. If you're still listening, the platform is open. And look at your schedule. If you think you will be able to provide, even if you're not going to show yourself on TV, but the way we usually, you come and join us and we start it because you're being part of the conversation. It will improve a lot of stuff here that we talk about because sometimes we say things and nobody there to counterpoint, so to speak. So if you can join us from a very starting point to the end, I think we'll do so then to have a phone call because when you call in and other people are on the line waiting, then it's like you're trying to monopolize the whole process, which is not the case. So join us and let's have the conversation. Again, folks, Samson to La Bropa Ruido. I want to thank all of you. And Mr. So, we will discuss tomorrow. So how those of you that perhaps are willing to help us out with the, the final resting stuff for my son, we will discuss that tomorrow. And as Mr. So correctly stated here, he will help us to guide that process as well. Again, Samson told, I will say good night to all of you. Let's continue to pray for one another. And thank you for all this, your sympathy expression to my family and myself. We really, really, really do appreciate that. And to those of you that are watching, again, thank you. Thank you for everything. He might tell you they want to see proof. Yeah. All right. Good night, folks.
Si o que me vai tu a dia na nossa mamenu de la gozamos Gonna walk a rare, never your hand, dear blue. How dear, I see a cartoon. Sabugusundu, Sazo Mega, ye blanco, what deep is on air. Kawaka Kama, Mapayo, no consider. Bagam Yabotlana, yet a dog is a cover, okay, the Sugu to a boy, how, Mamma, good okay, the Sugu. No matter where you were so this is cover, okay, the Sugu to a boy, how, okay, the Sugu. Tomorrow. You know why you come out of war. My way, call your money, they want to talk, they want to come back to you. My way, so it's a good. Yakwemo, they want to walk a me, Muso, a castle, but black hair, me, never walk a mouth. I was saying to her, I want to see why you took the my never really good. So scared of being a I went up on your mouth. You go ahead and see how many. How do you not see it ever good? Some yet Maluo. No bones are said, he go na Zarago. Apaka you take to me from me. Magawa got it again, go back the water. Monday, my so we were here, you are so to Magasit. Mau Caramini, Black Yammy, Yama welcome. And I know that you. I have a see you go to it. When you got to go